Rick, a productive offensive night, season highs in a lot of stats. What did you see that flowed better on that end of the floor today?
Saw better defense, which led to more offensive opportunity. Execution on offense was certainly as good as it's been all year, probably better. Through a tough stretch, the guys just kept hanging in, and they made a mad run at the end, which always happens, and guys did a good job to hold them off. Mathurin's chase down of Sexton was the play of the game. They lay that ball in, and it's 6, and he chases it down. There's a miss, and then Andrew scores at the other end, and it's back to 10. And it just makes all the difference in the world. But that's a winning play, a big-time winning play.
You say the defense was better to you. What was it about that end of the floor then that you thought was so much better than previous games?
Quite a few things. We played quite a bit of zone, and it was effective. Our attention to detail was better, and look, we've adjusted some things, because of our situation, and we'll continue to look at everything.
Jay Huff made shots. Defense, he was in the back of that zone quite a bit today. Where did you see him kind of step up in many ways for you guys today?
Yeah, this was by far his best game. That's obvious. And he creates a real challenge for the defense with his ability to stretch the floor. He also drives the ball well, and he passes it well. And so, he brings a dimension that's unique at our center position. We had 2 stretch bigs last year, and he's the one of the 3 that is this year, and he had a great game. Decided to start in the second half because of kind of the momentum he had going, and he gave us a good start to the second half as well.
To keep going on him, how much did he make the zone work just because of the rim protection he gave you in the back of it?
Yeah, he makes a big difference in there. His length is, it's legit. And, he blocked a corner 3 on one play, because he's so long. And so, he only got credit for, 3 blocks? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
On this? It seemed like he had more. It seemed like he had more. I know he changed more shots. But, it hasn't been an easy go here for him, or any of our guys really. But, it's been a rough stretch for him, and this was a reverential moment for him, to really step up and have this kind of game, and he showed us a lot.
You mentioned obviously Mathurin's chase down block. Just what have you liked about the just confidence that he's brought and just the way he's kind of shaking things up as he's coming back on both ends of the floor?
This is one of those confident people I've ever met in my life. So there's no surprise there.
Right.
But I like his demeanor. We talked to him after the Detroit game about both sides of the ball. Our whole team didn't do a very good job defensively. He had some lapses, and he really tightened a lot of things up defensively, and he made huge shots on offense, and got to the free throw line a few times, and you can see the maturation of him as a player, and it's couldn't come at a better time.
Ben Shepherd, Jarris Walker, a couple guys that have had some struggles. They obviously each had big nights, especially I think Shepherd, particularly on the defensive end, made some big plays for you. Just what did you like from each of those guys, and how much did each of them kind of need a night like tonight?
I don't look at the stats. I know the numbers have been ugly. There's no point in looking at it. What we need to look at is disposition, attitude, conviction. With everything, and like tonight, everybody was really committed on everything that they were doing, and that's how it had to be. So, Charlotte's a good team, very good. Kneppel's one of the, one of the best rookies for sure. Him and Flagg are, the 2 best I've seen. I haven't seen them all, but I know the guy in Phillies, the kid in Phillies, playing great too. So, but important game for us to have a chance to win and to finish off. So I'm really happy for the guys. It's been a tough stretch.
Did want to ask you about Shepard, particularly about his defense on LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo's 5 of 21. I know that's not necessarily all Shepard. What did you like about just the disposition he brought to that matchup, and how do you think that got you guys going at the beginning with the kind of ball pressure that he was bringing?
Well, the lineup adjustment was about the matchups, and we thought he would have he'd be a good guy to start on LaMelo. LaMelo is a really difficult player to match up with. I mean, the shots that he hits when he gets it going, there's nobody else that's taking 1 foot threes from 30 feet, and swishing them consistently, and Andy gets to the basket and Andy passes the heck out of it. I mean, it's amazing the stuff that he does. So look, Shep did a solid job on him, made a few of the plays hard, but I thought our whole team was much stickier on defense tonight.
Aaron said last week that the team only needed 1 game to get back on track. How can you build on that win tonight moving forward?
Well, by continuing to work and continuing to make the appropriate adjustments, to our situation. And some of this will be game-to-game adjustments. We're probably going to have some lineup fluidity. And I think our guys understand that there's certainly a need to be flexible. And so, but the spirit of the team has been very good these last 2 games. We got to carry it into Cleveland, and we got to carry it home for Detroit on Monday or whatever day it is.
How much better did you feel like you guys were humming on offense today as a team?
Say it one more time, my bad.
Okay. Everything feels better when shots go in, but generally tonight, how did it feel on the offensive end? And it was just statistically you guys' best night of the season. How much better did things feel to you?
I mean, they felt good. I just feel like there's still a lot of things that we can do, better things defensively. I think that's the most important thing. You don't really feel it until, you get stops. And I think that's the most important thing that we have to focus on right now.
Rick also mentioned defense and said you specifically mid-game. I think he said something to you and you felt like you were better throughout the game. What was that conversation about and how much did it help steer you in this one?
Pretty much just knowing who I'm guarding. I'm trying to be on the best player out there. So I think that's, the job that I am responsible to. But also I get to have it. So I don't take it for granted. It's every night is an opportunity for me to learn, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job right now.
What do you think of Jay Huff's dunk in that third quarter?
Say again?
What do you think of Jay Huff's dunk?
It's good. It's impressive. I've been waiting on it, but he's good, man. I'm excited. I'm super happy he's been been here mentally.
Certainly his best performance today of the season. What did that mean for you guys today?
It meant a lot, man. I don't think we take that this win for granted. I think that everybody was smiling and everybody was there for each other. I think that's the most important thing and the thing that we've emphasized the most recently. And I think that it's paid off pretty good.
I think Rick said your chase down block of Sexton was the most important play of the game. I guess take us through that play. Just what are you thinking? I guess when he picks that thing off and it's going the other way, how did you manage to chase him down? And did you, I guess, have a sense in the moment that was when you had to get and stop?
For me, it was just about getting back, man. I was fast. I was quick. To be honest,
You were quick. Yeah.
I don't know how I got there, but I was fortunate enough to be there and make a big play, and seeing my teammates cheer for me was amazing. So, I feel like anytime I get a chance to make those kind of plays, then I can be the guy who makes those plays.
Just personally, how do you feel like you made another step in getting your rhythm back in the second game? Obviously, hitting some shots and everything. Just what was it like for you just to get your legs, get your rhythm, get your I'm
gonna be honest. I'm still getting to my rhythm, man. I think that I have stretches where the things are going in, and then I'm kind of like cooling down, and I'm trying to get out of the times where I kind of cool off, and just keep it going, keep attacking. So I'm still trying to find myself, but trying to find myself within the good things, meaning winning games and just being there for my teammates.
I think you mentioned defense before. I think you and Shep were on LaMelo. What do you think you guys did well on him? I think he was 5 of 21. What did you think you guys did to kind of keep him out of his rhythm?
I mean, he's great. He takes shots that not many players be taking, and he makes some of them. So I think we've done a pretty good job on him, and the rest of the guys. I want to say Khan. I don't know how to say his name.
I think it's Kneppel.
Yeah, Kneppel. I mean, he's good. So it's good to have a sense of who he is as a player. So next time we play him, we can figure out who he is and as quick as we can.
And just last one, what did it mean to get Ben Shepherd and Jarris Walker going again? They've had some struggles, had some bigger rules and whatnot. What was it like to see them hit some shots, Shep play some tough defense, get some runouts? Just what it mean to see both of those guys kind of playing like themselves again?
Great, man. I mean, we need those guys. We need both of them. And like you said, they struggle a little bit, but I mean, it's part of the game. I'm gonna hit a struggle, not soon, hopefully not. But I think it's just part of the game, just how you come out of it and how focused you are physically and mentally for the next stretch.
Ben, à quel point c'était dur, à quel point c'était frustrant de pas pouvoir aider l'équipe sur les 10 derniers matchs quand tu étais blessé, et à quel point ça te fait du bien d'être de retour et pouvoir aider le collectif.
No, I gotta switch on and off the French. Mais c'était bien. C'est quelque chose. Je veux dire, c'est mauvais. On va recommencer. Bon. Non, je trouve que c'est quelque chose qui était mauvais. C'est quelque chose que j'aurais pu aider mes coéquipiers d'une autre manière, mais c'est bien que je puisse revenir sur le terrain le plus tôt possible, en santé, et pouvoir aider mes coéquipiers à gagner les matchs.
Good. Thank you.
That was good, right?
I have no idea. I'm impressed. Getting a win, what did it mean and how did it feel post-game for you guys?
It's the best feeling after losing skid. I think there were a couple times even where we kind of started to feel ourselves losing our grip on the game for a little bit, and we had to, tighten it up. And we figured it out, and we were able to just find a way, and it was just exciting, like getting back in the win column.
Statistically, by far your most productive game this season. Was it something about the way you guys played that helped you? Was it just your individual successes? How do you kind of identify what you did well?
It was a team effort. I think the way we started the game, Drew started just super aggressive. We had a lot of momentum. The game, sometimes the game just goes that way, but it was a cumulative effort.
I think you guys were in zone most of the time you were out there. How much does being more anchored to the basket in that area help you on defense, especially with this group?
I'm not super experienced with zone, if I'm being honest. But I do think that, being able to just be at the basket, help block shots, that's always good. I don't know. I have no idea if we'll stay with that or I think we'll probably mix it in the way we have been, the way we did tonight. But I think it's a good, different look to give teams.
I guess to stay on that, what do you guys think you did well within it? I mean, obviously you were able to block shots and protect the rim, but what do you guys think you did well collectively to, keep them from getting some of the shots that they wanted in that zone?
Especially, I think early when we were playing zone, I think one of the weak points of most zones is the corners, and we were able to not let them, if I remember correctly, get too many points off of 3-pointers in the corner. The way we guarded it, there's a term for it that I'm not gonna divulge secrets.
Sure.
But, the way that the two guys on the side are supposed to try to just deter passes from passes to the corner. I think those guys did a really good job of that, and that makes everybody else's job easier.
Just what got you into a shooting rhythm? Basically, I guess you were able to get some open ones, but what do you feel like just opened up for you out there?
We ran a couple plays to try to get me some looks. The way that, just the way we were running, it led to more open looks for me. And I think especially like once teams start to rotate more, that got a few other guys more open shots, like in the corner off of a second pass or a swing, or just people would over-rotate, and that got everybody else open. So that was cool.
How'd that dunk feel? And how did it feel when you came off as well?
It's a great feeling. Dunking ever since I was a kid, lowering the basket in my front yard, It's one of my favorite things to do. So especially in a game like that, it's one of my favorite parts of my job.
I say, what's it mean also because it fires everybody up, especially in the situation that you guys have been in, to see how it kind of it helped ignite everybody.
I was
guess.
going to say, just it helps keep momentum. Especially when we needed a win like we did tonight. Anything that can fire the team up, I think, is a good thing. So.
What Ben Mathurin, Rick said he thought that chase down block was the most important play of the game.
Unbelievable.
How big was that? I guess, and at that moment when I think they could have been down 6 if he makes that.
That was one of the moments where it kind of felt like we were losing our grip. And I mean, we watched the clip after the game. Ben was moving so fast. It looked like they had pressed like the fast forward button on the clip. He was moving. And that was just one of those plays that reminded us, like, no, we're winning this game. We're not gonna lose this one. So it was huge. Couldn't have come at a better time.
I want to ask you about Shep and Walker. Those guys have had some bigger roles and struggled with them to some degree. Both of them had some big nights tonight. Walker hit some big shots. Shepard played like you've seen Ben Shepard play. Just what did it mean to see each of those guys? What's it been like to see how they've kind of struggled with this and worked their way through it?
I think for me, it just felt like this whole year so far has been a struggle for, like, as a team collectively. Like, we've not been able to put together a game that we know we can play, myself included. I feel like, tonight was a good night, but, like, there have been nights where some guys have had good nights, some guys have struggled, and it's never felt like everything clicked at the right time. When you say that, I didn't even notice them specifically struggling. I consider that more of a team thing. So regardless, it was great to see them both have a night like they did. Like we said, this is a team effort. The team struggles. You didn't turn your sound up? I'm joking. I think it was really fun to see because, like you said, those guys, like, we know that they can play that way. It was just great to see those guys do that.
I'm just curious. You went against Diabate tonight. What can you say about him?
Phenomenal player. I played against him in the G League, in the NBA, all over the place. We played each other a lot. He's a phenomenal player, and he's improved a lot. I have a lot of respect for his game. He's hard to keep off the glass, and strong.
How can you battle with the guy that is so good with offensive rebound?
Keep him off the glass as well as you can.
Do you do anything particular differently than other players, or?
Kind of got to stay close to him. There's times where you can't leave him. If a guy goes to the basket and you don't, like, if I don't go block a shot, then I have to just make sure, like, if I don't get this rebound, then, like, he's definitely not getting this rebound. And that's a hard job. That doesn't always work out. He's all over the place. He's all over the floor. He's agile. He's fast, strong. I have a lot of respect for him.